now that we've got our breathing working effectively, what we need to start doing is making sure we can get those hip flexors starting to do their job. The hip flexors, as you will have read in the notes, are very much about initiating all movement in the body. So the muscle is actually called the psoas that we're trying to get going, but more important for us is we want to make sure that the brain knows exactly where it is and we can start to get it going. What we do want, though, is we want a measure of our effectiveness. So you'll see this time I'm sitting down, and what we want to do now with the sitting down is we're going to do a sit to stand. So we're going to have a measure of before, then we're going to do something. We're going to activate the psoas, and then we're going to try our sit to stand again. And what we will do is we'll then continue in the next few clips using our sit to stand as our measure and see if we can make ourselves more and more effective at that sit to stand, because often it is that movement from sitting to standing that causes a lot of pain and discomfort for people. If there are specific activities and movement patterns that you find particularly uncomfortable, you can also go and try those and then use the activations that I'm going to teach you and see how much more effectively you can move and do those activities that you've been struggling with. But let's begin. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go up and down just to see how it feels. Remember, as I'm doing it, do it with me. So we're going to go forward and up. That's how I feel. And on the way down, I'm going to sit down. So that would be 1 and 2. So because I don't really have anything to measure that against, all I know is that's how it feels. So what I want to see now is, can I make that difference? So what we're going to do is, sitting here, we're going to take 2 fingers and 2 fingers, we're going to pop them in our belly buttons. We're then going to run about 5 centimeters out or 2 inches out, and we're going to drop down about 2 inches, 5 centimeters, and we're going to do little circles, rub-a-dub-dub. If you're doing this right and digging in nicely, you should find this is pretty uncomfortable. Most people in states of chronic pain have already discovered that the breathing was pretty tough, those activation areas, but these ones in the belly can be really nasty. Now, what you may also find is that one side is much, much more sensitive than the other. That also may correspond quite nicely with your patterns of pain. Now, as you can see, I'm pretty comfortable with this. I've been doing this a long time. So you may find you can't have a conversation like I'm having with you while doing these. But get in nice big circles, rub-a-dub-dub, and we're going to do about a minute on them, so I think we're almost there. Not going to bring my timer down to the beach. And then we see. So now all we've done is we've stimulated that. The brain should at this point be going, the psoas, I've got an idea where that guy is. And what we're going to do is now go back to the sit to stand. And absolutely that feels different for me. I just feel that I'm doing it with greater ease. There was no pain or discomfort when I was doing it before, but this time just another level of ease, and that's really what we want to have in our lives. But letting go of pain is moving into a state of ease.